I want you to watch very closely all these four people and tell me why, what happens, why did it happen. This will show you a lot of what it is, okay? I want to ask you, my dear friends, how did this one person know when to jump? Where is the ball coming? He has calculated everything. Hey, how did you do it, man? Where the ball will come when he jumps, and he heads the ball and goes straight into the goal. Can you tell me why he could do and why others could not do, please? Anybody?
His focus was concentrated.
Wonderful. You mean to say others were not focusing?
So I have seen one person, maybe he's a Negro.
Okay.
So his focus was
one by one, when somebody is talking.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
it's okay.
Okay.
He's a person like Jordan, but he has diverted his focus. He can win.
He's not Jordan, he's Ronaldo. See, what happens is, I'm going to discuss how doing focus and focus happening. If you can get it today, my dear friends, these two things, you will not get it in the books. Focus happening, that means the actor becomes the character. Focus doing means, hey, it's a strain, man. Why some people do not get tired? Why some people get tired? When you are doing, you are straining. When things are happening, you are simply doing effortless effort. And today, my dear friends, we are going to talk about something very, very interesting, a focus, which is going to create a different type of a product altogether. Okay, so Ronaldo is a source and the others are a force. That means some people come into business because they love what they're doing. Some people come into business for the profit. That is a force. When you are source-oriented, you simply celebrate life. You need not be told anything about the market. You simply take the right steps. And therefore, my dear friends, please understand, there is a scape in you, but somebody goes for a scope. When the scape and the scope doesn't match, there is a big problem. And therefore, my dear friends, please try to understand. Number one, if I am doing for scope, what should be my approach for focus and concentration and attention? All three are not same, my dear friends. In my chemistry, I was taught, if you take seawater and evaporate the water, you get salt. That means concentration is an elimination process. If I'm doing business, I have to eliminate all the unwanted. If I want to focus, I need to first eliminate, that is concentrate. And attention means I am going to have unwavering focus. Focus means convergence of the sun rays onto a paper at a point is focus. And unwavering, not moving from there, no disturbance, no distractions, is attention. I create tension at that point. There is no tension in me. That is the power of these three words. If you understand these three words, my dear friends, today you will understand how, if you want to improve your business, improve your profitability, how is it that you should move around? Okay?
So you are not audible.
No, I am able to hear. I am
No,
able
he
to
is
hear.
audible. He is
Whoever is
audible.
not audible, maybe your fluctuation in.
Yeah.
Continue,
Maybe.
Mr. Ajit. Continue.
Okay. So please realize, my dear friends, that people whose intelligence and intellect is matching, oh, those people, they simply flow and glow. Next. In the source, people get intuition. Ronaldo knows exactly when I should jump, how much spring action I have to put. This is known as heuristics. And my dear friends, this intuition is very, very powerful. Ronaldo has timing. Others are imagining when to jump, what to do, what am I going to do. They don't know what to do because, don't forget, equal number of hours of practice. But what is important is timing. Time is same. We talk about time management. No, my dear friend, it is self-management. Don't do time management. Do self-management. Time will fall into its place because 24 hours is 24 hours. I do not want to go into it, but if you do self-management, you will be in the timing. You don't have to sit and imagine. No, my dear friends, because let's be very clear. When you're in sync, all the top are in sync, no, which is under source, you will never sink in life. But people who are doing things through force, because they have to, they don't want to, then the problem starts. And therefore, my dear friends, let me go to the next level, okay? Focus. Don't forget, my dear friends, Ronaldo was very instinctual. He didn't have to calculate. He exactly knew when to jump. You can't take a measurement scale, you know, what is the speed of the ball, what is the angle of the ball. No, yeah, no. If you are through the source, you are magical. Okay, so this is known as focus happening, and the right hand side is focus doing. Now I will in the next slide tell you how to give an impetus to the doing, so that even if you're in the force, you will know what actions I need to take to give an impetus to my things and come at least to this, somewhere near this. So when my intelligence, my intellect, my interest, my involvement, my inspiration will give me intuition. Intuition just doesn't come like this. If you want intuition, what will be the market rate? We are taking a chance. But if you are instinctual, I'll tell you in the next slide how to become that. If you are instinctual, today you will understand a lot of things intellectually, but practically doing it is very, very important. So I should have a vision. Vision about what? About myself first. What is my potential, qualities, intellect, my strengths, my weaknesses, my likes, my dislikes, my tendencies, my temperaments, my talents. Hey, I don't know that. I am only seeing balance sheet. I am seeing the scope outside. I am seeing the market outside. I am seeing my competition, but I don't have a vision about my own self. That is the biggest problem for people not being instinctual and not being intuitive. Next, are my values matching with the type of work I'm doing? I'm very creative. By now, you must have realized. I'm very creative, by virtue of which I'm not organized. If you're organized, you cannot be creative. Okay? So what do? I take people cautiously and only choose people who are logic, because my creativity is unlimited. My job is to go and solve companies' problems. Okay? So if I'm logical, there are hundreds of logical people all around. But today's requirement is creativity. Beyond. We say, think outside the box. What the hell is this box, man? We don't know. So we need to think outside the box. Am I my best version? Have I developed my number one skill called communication skill? I studied in Marathi. I used to keep complaining what to do. My father was poor. I can go on complaining. Hey, wait, man. Who stops you from being your best version? I want best clothes. I want best mobile. I want best house. I want best vehicle. What about the best me? That's in my hand. I'm not working on that. Okay, when you become your best version, my dear friends, please understand, victim or victor is decided by you. Am I becoming a victor? That's why we say conviction. If you are concentrating your energies, you become a victor. If you are not concentrating, you are complacent, then you become a victim. And when you become a victim, it doesn't take time to become a villain. So be very careful, my dear friends. And SIT has to, from today, learn the art of becoming focused so that you will anchor to your telescopic goals and take those microscopic actions. Because, my dear friends, in 2010, till 2010, UK had never won Tour de France. But one man came and he said, I'm going to make them win this year. Okay, if not this year, next year. And what did he do? 1% improvement every day. 1%. Change the seats size, change their clothes, change the weight of the cycle, change the thickness of the tire. And my dear friends, magic happened. Can you do that magic? We are born with magic. Our breathing is automatic. Our digestion is automatic. We are magnificent, magnetic. But look at the word magnetic. There is a net in between here, and therefore the magic is lost because we are not authentic. And therefore, my dear friends, if you want to really achieve something in life, it has to be magnetic. And you have to realize that we start everything with faith. Everything we start with faith. But unfortunately, the other side of the coin of the faith is doubt. That's why in Indian parlance, take any Indian language, Shakti, ती का मतलब है effort, शक का मतलब है doubt. जो doubt के ऊपर काम नहीं करता है उसमें faith नहीं चले जाता है. इसीलिए आज से आपको क्या करना होगा? शक जब भी आता है, wow, my shak is going to open up new avenues. But that shak, I start like a broken record, rotating around it, and I kill myself. My dear friends, faith is not there. You saw that tiger? Look at the eyes. When the faith is there, you cannot miss it. Focus with faith. And my dear friends, how do you do that? Take a feedback every day before you go to sleep. Hey, what can I have done better? What should I have done better? Not only from me, ask your colleagues, ask your friends, ask your clients. Believe me, my dear friends, within 3 months, you see where you go. 3 months is a very powerful figure. Why 3 months? 90. Remember, prime numbers in maths, 5, 7, 9. You know why they are known as prime numbers? Everything in life is prapancha. Saptarishi, Saptapadi, 7. Navarasa, Navagrah. So this 5, 7, 9, to total it is 21. My dear friends, we have not made use of what is written in our own Shastras. Take a feedback. And when you take a feedback, you see how you can become flexible and put into practice that 1% improvement. Because every day when I take a feedback, I come to know where I need to change, how I need to change, where I need to change, and when I need to change. It's very, very important. Otherwise, what happens is we only write down and I plan and I plan and I don't practice it. And there is no follow-up. There is no follow-through. Because of which we become stagnant. Okay? Please follow up and follow through and see what a wonderful life you'll be having. How to get your foresight? Hello, somebody is talking. Can you mute them, please? Yeah. So in this focus, F is very big. I was thinking, why they have made F so big? Is there some reason? Can I think of a reason? Can I find a meaning? Can I fulfill myself with all these things? And believe me, my dear friends, I found a lot of words. I realized a person who doesn't create a foresight from the hindsight and insight will never be able to progress fast. And therefore, my dear friends, if you want fuel, what is your fuel? Your passion is your fuel. You know, you love something, nobody can in this world can stop you. Whatever be the time, whatever be the age, nothing in this world can stop you. And are you enjoying what you're doing? If you have fun in what you're doing, then where you're not working at all. It is known as effortless effort. You're simply, you know, like the way Ronaldo jumps so high because he's enjoying every moment. He's in the moment. In the bargain, what happens? You are in the flow. You have heard this word, right? In the flow. And that can happen. And once you are in this flow, my dear friends, everything what you do will have finesse. There'll be performance excellence. There'll be a beauty. It's not a duty. You know, whatever you do will have an impact, which people are going to really say, wow, man, that wow factor should come, you know. Either they are wondering or your mind is wandering. Can you create a power where you can stop the wandering mind and create a wandering mind, and that will help you to focus. And my dear friends, please don't forget, focus always assists you to persist. It will never allow you to leave that target. If you're bang on target, you know, that right in the center, look at that O in the center. But unfortunately, distractions will resist your focus. He said, you know, his mind moved and then finished. He doesn't know where the ball is now, because only when you start focusing, Ronaldo is focusing, the ball starts telling, hey, Ronaldo, jump now. The ball is giving indications. He becomes the ball. He becomes a goal. And my dear friends, he knows exactly what angle to hit that ball, because it should go in that angle into that goal. Wow. I mean, can you understand what is assisting my persistent actions? And that is, my dear friends, only if you are able to take care of these beautiful, nonsensical things, which if you control, you are in possession. But otherwise, when you're possessed by these possessions, you're gone. I've seen people, they sit down to work and the mobile is next to them. And every time the mobile makes a noise, they will see who has sent what. Please tell me, what is your quality of what? Every now and then your possessions are disturbing you. And that's why when they say concentration first, when you're doing your job, keep your table absolutely clean. Have you seen a surgeon operate on the heart? He covers, except the heart, every other organ is covered with a dull green cloth. Why? Because I don't want to be disturbed. That is concentration. Focus means he takes one, a special glass, and then he converges to that valve which he wants to operate upon. My dear friends, we see it all around us, but we don't know how to follow it. And therefore, please find out, are my possessions creating a problem for me? Is procrastination an issue with me? Are there negative people in my life who demotivate me? Simply, my dear friend, somebody asked me, sir, do you mean to say somebody who has helped me in the past and now they are not helping me, should I eliminate them? I asked him, suppose you get cancer, will you say, no, you know, this has helped me, will you keep it? You simply find out whether they have become negative. If they are negating your life, you should know where to draw a line. How much is too much? You please question. Otherwise, sit and discuss. Don't get disgusted. So I should know how to do what to do. Negative places. There are many negative places. You know, I don't have to tell you those negative places. You go there and your mood is spoiled. Everything is gone case. So you decide where you want to go. And physically, I'm going to give you tips physically and psychologically. Manomaya kosha. Am I taking care of my physical and psychological factors? Am I taking? And my dear friends, now I will tell you what are the assistants who can help you. Number one, your priorities. Are you prioritizing? Yeah, we prioritize. But every evening we give reasons. No, man, you know what happened is I planned, but what to do? So many nonsense things came. Hey, that means your prioritization was not proper. Your planning and organization was not proper. But don't worry. There are very powerful yin and yang words. You know, when you eliminate the positive, the negatives and elevate your positives, magic starts happening in your life. And you know what are those words? Simple. Surgical strike all these nonsense things with a purpose and passion and preparedness. These three words, my dear friends, I've been practicing with written off cases in this world, literally written off cases in this world. And they create magic with these three words. But the point is, how am I going to do this? Okay, so let me go to that. These can assure you concentration, focus, and attention. My dear friends, what are the P's which create a negative impact on the focus? Number one, physical factors. Are you fatigued all the time? I'm feeling tired. As a child, you never felt tired. Why are you feeling tired now? That means something is wrong. Is your quality of sleep, quality of sleep, not sleep. Okay. Is your nutrition and fitness up to the mark? Do you ensure proper rest? Psychological factors. How is your EQ? Are you always in stress? Are things outside creating a mess in your life? Possessions. Is the clutter not only possessions on your table, but the thoughts in your mind? Are they cluttered? Are they creating a turmoil in your mind? Is there a tsunami created in your mind, physically, mentally? Places. What are the places I like to sit? I should not sit in a place where I eat food for my study. Where I study, I should not eat my lunch or dinner or whatever it is. And therefore, my dear friends, some people prefer to have music. But if that music has words, it will disturb you. If it's plain music, no problem, because sound which is pleasant is music. Sound which is unnatural is noise. Everything in life is sound. That's why we are known as personality. Sona means sound. Soni, okay? Per means through me. There is a sound coming through me. So there is a vibration in me. And when the music which I play, that vibration and my vibrations are aligned, I feel aligned to do my walk with. I'm not going into the deeper into that because time factor is a problem. Already Sagar had told, more than half an hour I should not speak. People, are they supportive? Are they encouraging? Are they motivating? Are they inspiring? And therefore, my dear friends, if you don't want to procrastinate, simply elevate your positives and eliminate your negatives. Please, my dear friends, it's in your hands. Don't complain about the outside. Now, what are the positive things which will give an impetus and propel you in your life? Number one is purpose. Purpose, a reason why I'm doing it. A compelling reason, just not a normal reason. A burning desire. You have heard this? A fire in the belly, that is purpose. And a passion, simply I love it so much that I don't want to stop it. It's like a laser beam. It will cut through anything and everything. And preparedness, a commando, when I did training program for commandos, I thought I'm going to train them, but believe me, I came back trained. And they undergo such type of training. I felt as if I'm a torch and they are the sun. So much of learning I had from them. So please, preparedness. Are you prepared? Or do you last minute, go for it? When your preparedness is there, you are able to navigate through anything and everything. Priorities. Do you have your priorities right? Okay. Non-negotiable rules. And this will help you to say yes, no. Decision will be absolutely choices. You don't have to think twice. Yes, no is very, very clear. Then plan and organize. What's the meaning of organize? The way the organs work. I see food, my tongue salivates. I take 2 bites, my pepsin and renin is released in my stomach. My dear friends, why is it known as organized? The way the organs work. They never fail you. And perseverance. My dear friend, this is another beautiful P. If you learn the art of perseverance, it is going to be very magical. And the day you elevate your positives, something, your progress will be exponential, not in percentage, but in multiples. And nobody in this world can stop you except you. There is one Pomodoro technique, and this is a very time-tested one, even with the most laziest people. And if you are able to choose a task, focus on a specific task, decide today, hey, I'm going to do this particular task. Break into smaller pieces. When you break it into smaller pieces, they become manageable. Suppose somebody tells me, hey, shall we walk till MG Road? Hey, are you mad? Walking till MG Road or maybe Malleshwaram? But somebody says, hey, can you come walk with me till Ashoka Pillar or 4th block Jayanagar? Yeah, come. From there, hey, Ashoka Pillar. From there, Lal Bagh Ghat. Hey, if you are going to do manageable ones, it becomes very easy. So always this Pomodoro method, choose a task, break it into smaller pieces, set a timer, typically 25 minutes. As I told you, I calculated because I keep testing all these things. 21 minutes is fantastic. 7 3s are 21, Saptarishi, Saptapadi. 7 is a magical number. 7 years our tooth falls down. And 13, 14, we get chemically hijacked. 21, our mind development takes place. So our mind, 21 minutes is fantastic. Even our prime numbers in total, it is 21. So I'll give you a lot of things what I have done and it works for me. I will give you samples of that. Then work intensely. That 25 minutes, my dear friends. No disturbance, nothing. And before you start your work, tell in your mind, for the next 25 minutes, I'm going to do this. And my whole focus, concentration, attention will be here. If you say this a few times, no phone call will disturb you. Nobody's call will be heard. That is the power of reinforcing to you, reaffirming to you certain things which you want to do. Then take short breaks. In that break, see what you're doing. Now I'm sitting here since morning. So every time between my classes, I will go, flex my muscles, do little movement, but I will never listen to songs, only music. I'm very clear what music stimulates me. Make a list of those musics and they will stimulate you. There are certain beautiful musics which stimulate you according to your vibrations. Because what is one vibration may not be acceptable to other vibrations. So please be very clear. There are so many frequencies, see which frequency clicks with you. And immediately, you must have seen certain songs and all, they raise your hair, and even, you feel some energy passing through your body. Make a list of those things and, see how to use it. Then repeat the cycle. This Pomodoro session, okay, after I took a 5 minutes break, again, I'll do the same thing. 21-25 minutes of absolute concerted effort, focused work, and then again 5 minutes break. Like this, I have to do 4 Pomodoros, and then finally take a 15 to 30 minutes break. Don't overload your mind. Some people tell me, I've worked for 3 hours. Yeah, you worked for 3 hours, but your quality comes down. Don't forget quality in quantity. Okay, quality in quantity. If you want to do that, you need to understand, how am I going to, do this in the right manner. Finally, my dear friends, repeat it as needed. Continue the cycle of focused work, short breaks and longer breaks throughout, or until you accomplish your goals for the day. And don't forget, make a list, prioritize, do it. Decide what to do, what you don't want to do. Delegate whatever is possible, or dump it. Unfortunately, we get attached to so many things. No, if I do, I'll do in 10 minutes. If I give him, he'll take half an hour. Hey, that is how you started, man. So don't think everything you have to do it. Just delegate it and see once he comes up, you will, one company, just 15 minutes per person has taken one manager's job. That manager had 10 people. Today, my dear friends, 2.5 hours are free for him to do much better work. Unfortunately, many people are doing jobs we should not do, our juniors should do. There the problem comes, So remember this, ire means fire in the belly, desire, inspire, perspire, acquire, inspire, aspire. So ire means fire. Have you learned this art? In this short time, I cannot tell you many things, but yes, as Sagar told, Ajit, please do not talk more than 30 minutes. I am already 3 minutes late, but let me consolidate. Minimize distractions. Create your table, only the work, nothing else. However, whatever plans and priorities you make should be made previous night. And the last thing when you go to sleep, read that and go to sleep. Your mind will plan how to put that into action. You'll be surprised within 7 days how your priorities, start getting into implementation and execution. Set clear goals. Clarity, my dear friends. To see the planets, I need a telescope. To see the bacteria, I need a microscope. But I do not know how to find out my own scope. I go by the scope outside, but I don't know the scape inside. When my scape inside and the scope outside meet, clarity inside, clarity outside, my goal alignment becomes so powerful. Just like when ions in an iron rod get aligned, how it becomes magnetic. You can become very magnetic when your goals outside are aligned with the properties inside, the potentials inside, and the possibilities outside. They have to connect with a bridge of purpose and passion. Prioritize and organize. My dear friends, organize, as I told you, the way the organs work. Organs will never ditch you unless your body is not in good condition. Take good care of your body and prioritize, that matrix, Eisenhower matrix I already put, do it, decide, delegate or dump it, whatever. Practice mindfulness, being fully present in the current moment. My dear friends, in Hindi, there is a beautiful song. Aane wala pal, jaane wala hai. Ho sake to isme. That means the choice is yours. Ho sake to. That means the possibility is mine. Isme zindagi bita do. पल ये जो जाने वाला है हो आने. My dear friends, once the pal goes, it's gone. Your focus, your concentration and your attention should be in the now, and because life is only in the now. Then regular breaks. Don't forget, my dear friends, it's not sleep, it is rest. It is taking care of your manomaya kosha, your mind and your body. These are your tools. Your intelligence and intellect give rise to those skills and habits which propel you. They lubricate your relationships, communication. So skills and habits come through practice, but your body and your mind is a sadhan. Okay? And on that sadhan, if you do sadhana, then you become a very powerful individual. Use time blocking techniques. Because each one of us, we have a particular time where our vibrational energy is highest. Find out that. If you keep a list, make a list. Hey, at this time I was in good mood here. This happened, that happened. You keep, and within 1 week or 1 month, you'll be able to know what is your best timing. Finally, my dear friends, practice self-care. Look at the red things. Ensure rest, R for rest, E for exercise regularly, not once in a week, and balanced diet. If you don't do this, you'll be in red. Our balance sheet of life for most of us is in red. I will tell you, at around age 38, I used to take 8 capsules for diabetes, post-nasal drip, blood pressure, low back pain. Today, no tablet. Why? This consolidation which I put into practice, life is yours. Everything happens magically. You're born with magic. Everything happens automatically. But are you authentic is a way to go forward. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed, and Sagar, take over. What do you...
Yes, Mr. Ajit, that was profound, and that is so much of wisdom over there. Now, the rules for how you would want to go ahead asking your questions are very simple. You need to introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and then post your question. Mr. Ajit is going to answer that. Let me pose the first question, Mr. Ajit.
Yeah.
Look, whatever you spoke is also good. Now, I have a problem with this. You have spoken about the wisdom generation. That is the generation which you followed. Okay. Now, there is one generation, me, and after my generation, there is one more generation called as the over-ambitious generation. Now, that generation wants to do everything at the same time. Now, how do you suggest, what is your advice about focus for that generation? And
Sagar,
my generation, which is confused.
Sagar, let's be very clear. Humans have, for economy, destroyed ecology. So, if I want everything, want to make it overnight, definitely that is the reason why people are going into mess and stress and depression. Okay? We still deliver a baby in 9 months. Nature has not changed. My mind has changed. I've been brainwashed into wrong things. Are you getting the picture? And God, existence has given us a head above our mind. Think before you, come to a conclusion, man. Conclusion is a big problem. Confusion is no problem. Can I go from confusion to vision and not illusion? We are going into illusion. What you think is not the right answer. What is the truth? Satyam Sivam Sundaram. We are now going for Sundaram, and that is why the problem. Got your answer?
Okay. So now for anybody who want to ask question, please raise your hand and we'll go accordingly. Please raise your hand for asking questions instead of creating confusion. Who wants to go first? Yes, Dinakar, you want to go first?
Yeah, hi, my name is Dinakar. I am a consultant and a coach, and also the, a volunteer of SIT who is responsible for organizing the SIT chat. So, first of all, thanks a lot, Ajit, for a fantastic session.
Thank you.
See, I want to ask you the following, Ajit, if you can help us out on that.
Please.
You must have taken at least a couple of decades before realizing so many things that you have realized. Now, what would be your suggestion or recommendation to somebody who has not had so many decades, but still would have to come to that level for achieving focus so that my company succeeds?
Yeah. Dinakar, number one requirement is, what is my potential? What is my possibility? Can I bridge it with my purpose and passion? This is number one rule. When I take up companies and I promise them, like this year I've taken 2 companies, straight from 30 crores to 100 crores, guaranteed results. What do? I simply sit with them and show them how, when your potentials are bridged with your possibilities, how you can rise. That is number one. Number 2, is my mindset aligned with this? If my mindset is not aligned with this, it is impossible. Number 3, for me to do a task, task, do I have the right tools? Do I have the right attitude? Do I have right skills? Do I have right knowledge? But no, we have only knowledge. These 3 things are missing in most of the people. So we make them to work on these 3 things because we have given too much importance to qualifications outside of us and not the qualities inside of us. Our qualifications have become bigger than us. Sometimes I wonder why in my wedding card I have to put my degree there. Who marries degree, man? But the degree has become more important than that individual. He can't let it go or she can't let it go. So the day my qualities inside me, I feel so good about it, I'm not bothered about the qualification because my productivity, my performance will speak for itself. Performance, excellence, when every form of my body is aligned towards meeting the target, it becomes a wonderful thing. You got it, Dinakar?
Yeah, so the first step you say is to reflect, correct?
First
and then try
step,
to
absolutely. Yeah. Let me tell you the formula. Read.
So my question to you is, what could be an external trigger that would make me reflect at a very young age?
Yeah.
So that I can become wiser and use my life in a better way than what I'm doing today.
Yeah. See, Dinakar, to become a doctor, I went to medical college. To become an engineer, I went to engineering college. If you want to learn life, did you go to a life college? Simply go to a life college. What are we doing? Once you come to a life college, you come to know how to do it. And within 6 months, you cannot imagine here what can be done with an individual. 6 months. But we go 16 years in a school and college, but hardly any results.
So you are telling, I think you are telling, for a founder to really jump into the reality, dirty the hands, only then will you be able to even get the trigger to reflect, so that you can become wiser.
Please tell me, without experience, how the hell are we going to do anything, man? I'll tell you, explore, expose, experience, experiment, evaluate, emerge. This is the formula. But this formula is not known to us. We are straight away jumping into something without this exposure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Ajit.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Who wants to go next, please? Namrata, you have anything to ask?
I really loved the commitment, Dinakar's commitment. He has just landed at the airport, and from the car, I'm sure he's talking from the car. Am I right?
I'm still walking to the car, Ajit.
Hats off to you.
Yes, Namrata, go ahead.
Namrata.
I don't have any questions. I'm just listening to the answers. Most of the questions are answered. And thank you for the kind introduction, Sagar sir.
Okay, so if I'm permitted, then I have my next question.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Ajit, see, I still stick on to this generation thing only, though you've answered with respect to the nature. Now, where do you think this particular generation of over-ambitious generation is actually going wrong with respect to focus?
See, please understand that I have a Maruti car and I want to go at the speed of a Mercedes on a fast track without upgrading myself. Only humans are a species on this earth who can upgrade ourselves, you know, and that's why that beautiful prayer in our, you know, when I was in 1962, I can't forget it. हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे. Unfortunately, we are not conquering ourselves. Conquering ourselves means taking charge of our mind. Rama, Ra means king, Ma means me. If I have to take charge of my life, Rama, then I have to take charge of Dashrath. Dashrath, why is his father's name Dashrath? Panch Indriya and Panch Karmindriya. That's why his father's name is Dashrath. And how do you take charge? His wife's name is Kaushalya. Kaushalyate, that means develop skills in these 10 things and you will become a nobody. Nobody can touch you. But unfortunately, my dear friends, you know, we are lost up in something which is not the truth. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Amit Maheshwari, please introduce yourself and then go ahead, please.
Yeah, thank you, Ajit, for the wonderful presentation. The focus was like that only. I just wanted to understand once again on escape and scope. Can you please explain?
Yeah, see, escape and scope is Sachin Tendulkar was a kinesthetically person, but not logical. He never passed in maths. Luckily, his father was not an engineer. Otherwise, his life would have gone. So escape is kinesthetic. Escape is, you know, games. So luckily, his father was not an engineer. If he was an engineer, we would not have had a Sachin Tendulkar. You take the case of Lata Mangeshkar. She's a 4th standard fail, but her escape was music. We have 9 intelligences. Today, my job is, how am I able to tell, you know, I was able to tell, you know, the quality of Muthuswamy. Why? Because I have, you know, analyzed hundreds and thousands of people. Today, if you talk to me for 10 minutes, I will tell you what is your escape. Are you getting the picture, Amitji?
Yeah, sir.
If I know your escape, it becomes very easy for me to tell you, you know, where you are having problem. Otherwise, you know, as a boss, what do you say? Amit, do properly, man. You know, the market is so tough. You have to work hard. In nonsense, man, work hard. कहाँ क्या करना है बोलो यार. वो कोई बताता नहीं है.
Correct.
Yeah, so that is what we have to do.
Amit, you did not introduce yourself. Like what?
Yeah, so I am an entrepreneur. I have around 18 years of 17 and a half years of experience overall. Had done job and then 3 instincts of entrepreneurship. Again, full time into entrepreneurship.
Very good. अंतरप्रेन्योर, अंतर प्रेरणा, जिस इंसान में अंतर प्रेरणा है वो अंतरप्रेन्योर बनता है.
Yes, Dinakar.
सर आज सुन के मतलब इट्स लाइक ऐसा लग रहा है कि धीरे धीरे ना हमें भी अपने अंदर का इंसान जगाना है, वो राम जगाना है.
Yes.
Good one.
Yeah, Ajit, one more question. See, today we have about 42 participants.
Okay.
Whatever you spoke, I'm sure would have touched the hearts and touched the minds of all the participants. Now, what do you think is the human psyche? Why people don't participate? You spoke about experiencing to really learn, experiencing to really reflect. Is it because they're distant to you that they are not interested in discussing something with you, chatting something with you, or is it because of kind of a awe, you know, that you have really heard so much that it's like a avalanche which has come, so people are all dazed? What do you think is the human psyche here in this case?
See, look at the word human, okay? Man and heuristics. Unfortunately, what happens is when you are in school, let us suppose Dinakar is in school and Dinakar didn't understand something and he asks a question. He's reprimanded by the teacher because the teacher wants to finish the portion. If this has happened 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then you prefer not to ask question. That is number 1. Number 2, you have an image. I want to become this. I want to become that. And then suddenly you find a person who has reached that. Okay, but don't forget, you are only seeing the external part. What people have seen today is only the external part of me. Probably, if you meet me for a longer time, slowly you'll find, hey, ooh, that day, I created an image of Ajit. He's not like that, because we cannot be 100% like that. Today, you have seen one part of me. We are a beautiful mixture of a wonderful, we are made up of 5 layers. If there is a banyan, material, I will never make jeans of it because I know the property of the banyan. But the property of humans are very difficult to understand. It takes time. But once you know your property, look at the word property. Pro means that which will help you to progress. Per means through you. The activity through you which will help you to progress. So find out yourself first, man. So there are 5 layers and each layer is 5. It takes time. But once you do that, my dear friends, your propellant will be very fast. And what happens is, once people start understanding so many questions which were in their mind, they are mesmerized. They are awed, as you rightly pointed out. And then they are simply absorbing it. And there are no questions coming. I remember once I had gone for Shiv Kumar Shankar and Allah Rakka's music program. And after the program was over, nobody clapped. And I was feeling a wonderful sensation here. I didn't feel like clapping also. Are you getting the picture, Dinakar?
Yeah. But Ajit, what I wanted to ask you is, see this not wanting to ask a question, not wanting to experiment, is a fundamental hindrance to all of us.
Yeah.
And that is something which doesn't allow us to reflect, doesn't allow us to take on a lot of wisdom which is available in the external world. Because of that anxiety, that something may go wrong, I'm scared of
self-image.
How do you overcome that fear?
Self-image and self-esteem, Dinakar, in India, it has been proved more than 85% of Indians have a poor self-image and self-esteem. We are scared. What if I'm wrong? When you are a young child, don't do this. They will laugh at you. This is not the way. They'll make fun of you. Sabse bada rog, kya kahenge log? Am I right or wrong?
If I can actually add to this, Dinakar, which I of course learned through you itself, the kind of learning what we had was always a didactic way of learning. The Socratic way of learning is never taught us throughout those 60 years of our education. Probably that could be one of the reasons where we hesitate to ask questions, added to what Mr. Ajit said. Now with that,
correct, my question to my topic to Ajit was, how do you overcome that fear? Because I know that all of us have that intrinsic situation. How do we overcome that? What is the suggestion for us to overcome that?
Yeah, Dinakar, what we do is, there is a beautiful questionnaire on how to address your self-esteem and self-image. So now, like, see, during pandemic time, I took some vegetable vendors, masons' children, housemates' children. And today, if you meet them, you'll get a shock of your life. First, we work on that thing that we are all human beings, I'm not a maid servant's daughter, or I'm not a vegetable vendor's son, or whatever it is. First, we address the self-image, because you see, children, they have no color, they have no religion problem, no language problem, nothing. But unfortunately, what happens is, we become a big problem for ourselves only because these seeds are planted in us. And these seeds to be addressed only through addressing self-image and self-esteem. And then people can bounce back. It's not very difficult. It's very easy.
Thank you. Mr. Lakshmikant Bhatt. Lakshmikant, LK, go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Thank you very much, Sagar. And thank you, Dinakar. And special thanks to Ajit sir for coming over and sharing this wisdom nuggets. So, Ajit sir, 2 questions from me. Before my question, your answer to earlier Dinakar's part could be a next session, which is a self-image. You can create or curate one complete session on that. I know that, I'm very sure. Sometime later, maybe we can work on that. So my questions, coming back to questions. First question is, whatever you told is like individualistic, how to create focus. So when I start working on myself, on creating the focus, on doing my task, I see that many a times knowingly or unknowingly disturbance comes into picture and my focus or line of focus breaks. And if it happens consistently, then again aligning my focus becomes a problem. And probably I go little down. So, and then at some point I give up. So what should be done for that individualistic challenge? And second question is, not only me, but when I'm working in a team, then how to address the problem of focusing of team? Because there are multiple individuals on involved. So there are two questions, sir.
Okay. So let me go one by one. No, I will go ulta. See, team focus, I learned from commandos. You know, I thought I'm training them, but I realized, LK, that these commandos, they drill into them that my country is more important than me. And that is why you'll find every soldier ready to give their life. You know what is the slogan? Duty unto death. Okay, you look at the BSF logo, duty unto death. Okay, next, any task, any time, anywhere. Wow. I mean, ronte khade ho jate yaar. What slogans are this? So we have to, unfortunately, our companies are writing a mission and vision on the walls of the companies. These vision and mission have to go on the walls of the heart of the individuals. If it doesn't go on the walls of the heart of the individuals, it can never be done. So, I've been taking up non-performing teams, and I tell them it will be my way, So we have to respect gestation period. In one training, nothing is going to happen. Baby is born in 9. For me, the 357 thing works. I mean, 379, 579, the prime numbers, they are the universal numbers. I work on those bases. Let me take advantage of the season and the reason and create my own wonderful, powerful way of, going ahead in life. So I have devised a lot of things. And as Dinakar and you rightly pointed out, let me tell you why we should address self-image first. Unless you scrape your old paint, if you put new paint, it is going to go off, man. And that is what nonsense is happening. Training without scraping the old paint is not going to be of any use. So self-image has to be addressed. That is like scraping your old nonsenses and nuances. Once they are out, then you put your new paint. Okay, that is number one. Number two, you said individual challenge. Yes, these individual challenges are there, but by and large, we being humans, we are the most complex species. And by and large, everybody's challenges will come and meet at one point. I'll give you an example. All these 5 fingers are different. Role is different. But don't forget, the blood is the same and the skin is the same and all those things are same. So a manager who can understand the role of each person and address it as per the role, I have to, when I do a training program, I always say 1-to-1 is a must to address your issues. There are common issues which are 85%, 15% issues, address it individually. And then you see the gelling which takes place. Third is alignment. Once you are disturbed, bringing back that alignment is a problem. Yes, it takes 21 minutes recorded, to come back to the normal. Because somewhere down, once the distraction and disturbance has taken place, your not only focus has shifted, but emotions have been released according to that. And emotion is a chemical. There are 4 good chemicals and thousands of bad chemicals. The 4 good chemicals are dopamines, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So if they are released, your work is hastened up. But if, acetylcholine or cortisol or other things are produced, then your mind is disturbed. It takes 21 minutes for it to be metabolized in your liver. Are you getting the answers, all your answers?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Very clear.
Then what you call line of focus. Yeah, line of focus. If you want to remain in the line of focus, repeat to yourself. Like there are some students who are not passing examinations. I told them, first learn to concentrate. Remove everything from the table other than your book. Okay, that is number one. Number two, repeat 21 times. I am going to read page 15 to 30, and all that I read, I will understand, and all that I understand, I'll be able to retain. They say it 21 times. You'll be surprised the way things go. Time is up. Sagar is telling time is up.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, if there is any question, one last question we can still accommodate.
Yeah, good evening, Ajit sir.
Good evening to you. Namaste.
Amarji, namaste.
Sorry, my apologies for being late. I'd been elsewhere. Held up in another Rotary meeting. I came late.
Okay.
But nevertheless, 15 years back, you have taken back me in your journey when I first got connected with you. Again, I think so. Wonderful presentation today, sir. Thank you so much for your experiences shared with all of us.
Thank you.
Sagar and Dinakar, great job as always. And Ajit ji, ke kya kehne? I think I've been hearing Ajit ji for probably last, I don't know if I'm not mistaken, 30 years, 25 or 30 years. And I can tell you, I would have heard his messages or his examples probably ditto same to same. But every time I get a different perspective out of it. He ignites. Believe me, he ignites.
Absolutely.
And you know, he ignites to glow and glitter. That's the beauty of Ajit ji. And I can tell you the kind of changes, the kind of transformations that he has done amongst people, amongst organizations is just beyond compare. So hats off to you, sir. As always,
Thank you.
Naman.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and Manoj, before you go out, let me introduce you as the brain behind Six. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All the
Thank you
best.
once again. Bye bye.
Everybody. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Good night. Thank you, everybody. Bye.